Jai Shri Ram. Let us look at the most important shloka in the Bhagavad Gita. Of course, what exactly is the most important is again debatable, but this is definitely one of the pivotal shlokas. कर्मण्येव अधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भूः मा ते संगोस्त्व अकर्मणि. Second chapter, 47th shloka. So basically, this shloka says that you have adhikara. Adhikara is some kind of an administrative control, power, authority. Karmanyeva adhikaraste. You have this authority to the extent of doing an action. Ma phaleshu kadachana. You do not have any authority over the fruit of that action. That means it's simple common sense. If I am a bowler, I can bowl very well to the best of my ability. I can give 100%. But whether I'll take the wicket or whether I'll get hit for a six is not under my control. Simple example. Ma karma phale hetur bhur mate sangosto akarmani. So, do not let the result of the action motivate you. And because if this is the case, do not lie idle and become slothful, given that, anyway, since I don't have any authority or control and there's no guarantee whether I will achieve what I want to achieve, therefore there's no point doing any work at all, is also not done. So Krishna is condemning that also. Mate sangostva akarmani. Now let us look at the word to word meaning. Te niku karmani eva karmayande కర్మాచరణము యందే అధికార అధికారం కలదు ఫలేషు దాని ఫలము యందు కదాచన మా కదాచన ఎన్నప్పుడూ లేదు కర్మ ఫలహేతు నీవు కర్మ ఫలమునకు మా భూ హేతు కావలదు తే అట్లే నీకు అకర్మణి కర్మను మానుట యందును సంగ ఆసక్తి మా అస్తు ఉండరాదు. కర్తవ్య కర్మను ఆచరించుట యందే నీకు అధికారం ఉంది. ఎన్నిటికీ దాని ఫలము యంద నీకు అధికారము ఫలం యందు నీకు అధికారం లేదు. కర్మఫలములకు నీవు హేతువు కారాదు. కర్మలను మానుట యందు నీవు ఆసక్తుడవు కాకూడదు. అనగా ఫలాపేక్షరహితుడవై కర్తవ్య బుద్ధితో కర్మలను ఆచరింపుము. Now, on the surface it looks very simple, but a lot of questions will definitely come up in the mind. And there is a popular misinterpretation of this. The popular misinterpretation of this sloka is, do your work, but don't bother about the result. Now, there is an inherent contradiction in this. In fact, we humans are always target oriented, in the sense human behavior is never random. Why would we undertake an action if we do not want a particular result? In fact, we undertake any action when we want a particular result. Only a madman would do something without any particular object. So, there is an inherent irony here which has to be resolved. Now, let us see what Swami Chidbhavananda of Ramakrishna Math, he says in his book on the Bhagavad Gita, Swami Chidbhavananda. So he says, seek to perform your duty, but lay not claim to its fruits. Be you not the producer of the fruits of karma, neither shall you lean towards inaction. And Chidbhavananda Swamiji says, there seems to be an anomaly and the defeat of purpose in this injunction of the Lord. Not an atom moves without a motive. Beings are all busy either to gain something or to ward off something unwanted. In the absence of such a motive, no action needs to be performed. But the Lord induces Arjuna not to be motivated and at the same time to be intensely active. So, herein lies the turning point in the life from preyas to shreyas. Preyas is something that is pleasant, shreyas is something that is conducive to liberation, moksha. So usually we seek prayas. That means we like to eat something nice. Shreyas would be when you eat something which may not be all that very tasty, but actually good for your health. So people would eat junk food because it is prayas. They like it, but actually it's harmful. In the long run, it's harmful. Shreyas, if you take cow's milk, if you take a sattvic diet, it may not be very tasty compared to the other junk that you are eating, but it's good for you. So that is the difference between prayas and shreyas. So herein lies the turning point from prayas to shreyas. Swamiji says, of course, I am elaborating on that, but Swamiji says, good accrues from detachment and never from attachment. Karma by itself is not evil, but it becomes so when mixed up with desire. Desire tainted karma gives continuity to the wheel of birth and death. The seekers after heavenly enjoyments are also slaves to desire. Conquerors of desires are they who don't care for the fruits of karma. Freedom from desire is the real freedom. When duty is discharged untarnished by desire, clarity of understanding ensues. In addition to it, efficiency increases, and karma therefore has to be performed perfectly by the aspirant, unmindful of the fruits thereof. Sri Ramakrishna's comment on this, which has been tagged on by Swamiji, is a boat may be floating on water, but no water should be allowed to get into it. Man may live in the world, but no worldly desire ought to take possession of him. The next sloka, 248. How the desireless one works and lives in this world is being explained now. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Perform action, O Dhananjaya, being fixed in yoga, renouncing attachments and even-minded in success and failure. Equilibrium is verily yoga. The yogi holds all the activities taking place in him as the doings of Krishna, as the doings of the Lord. He places himself in the position of a willing servant ever ready to execute orders. This attitude eliminates attachment. The master orders his servant to go to the next village and bring a particular person. Example, the servant goes on the errand but finds the person absent. So, the servant does not experience any disappointment for not finding the person, nor is he going to be elated in case if he is going to find the person. So, the servant is simply satisfied with carrying out the orders effectively. It is in this manner that the yogi holds the successes and failures of his endeavors, that is, being free from attachment and aversion. So, this is Swamiji's example. Further on, the nature of the mind is to be elated in success, very happy in success, and dejected in failure. But by remaining unperturbed, imperturbable by either failure or success, the mind gains in firmness and clarity. It will be like the surface of water that has become calm and fit to reflect objects clearly. This even-mindedness is equilibrium. He is a yogi who keeps the mind in this poised state under all circumstances. Spiritual growth is possible only to him who keeps the mind ever poised, calm, composed. Now let us also look at Ram Sukhdas ji, Swami Ram Sukhdas ji, Gita Press, in his Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Sadhak Sanjeevani. So, this is in Hindi, and I will quickly read out and try to summarize. Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala hetur bhur mate sangosto akarmani. Word to word translation. कर्मणि कर्तव्य कर्म करने में ही तेरा अधिकार है. कर्मणि एव ते अधिकारः. फलों में कभी नहीं. फलेषु कदाचन मा फलेषु कदाचन. अतः तु देयरफॉर कर्म फल हेतु, कर्म फल का हेतु भी मत. भू बन. मा कर्म फल हेतु भू मीन्स बन टू बन. कर्म फल का हेतु मत बन. भू मीन्स बनो. मत बन. कर्म फल हेतु मा भू. ते अकर्मणि संग मा अस्तु. सो तेरी कर्म ना करने में भी आसक्ति ना हो. So bhu means ban, as a ban, or here ma bhu, that means mat bhu, do not become. So कर्मण्येव अधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भू मा ते संगोस्त्व अकर्मणि. So Ram Sukdas ji in his commentary mentions that we humans are classified as karma yoni. That means all action that we do can be used to uplift ourselves, and humans are the only people who can independently do karma. That means override the instinct. Whereas bhogayoni, all animals, insects, and even devas. So if you are in heaven as a deva, that means you are enjoying the fruits of the good deeds that you have done. And if you look at animals, live by instinct. They cannot decide to do certain things which are good. Animals don't have any shastras also. So, devas also, we become devas when we are actually enjoying the benefits of the good works that we have done. And once the benefits are exhausted, again you fall to this plane, the human plane, where you have the opportunity to use your mind, use your discretion to do work which will uplift you. If there is no selfishness in that work, you will get uplifted. If you do work with a selfish goal, then you will reap the benefits or suffer the consequences. So, this is the message. So, karma yoni, bhoga yoni. Now, if as humans we do not use our intelligence to understand this distinction, then we will also continue to exist as humans as if we are in bhoga yoni. That means, people live just like animals. They eat, sleep, drink, mate, fight, just as what a dog is also doing. Whereas the dog does not have the discretion or the ability to decide how it can uplift itself. It is a punishment posting actually. Being a dog or any other creature, an insect, is actually a person or the Atma which is undergoing punishment for the bad deeds that it has done as a human. So here is a punishment posting, and as a Deva you are enjoying. But only as a human you have this option of doing something new to uplift yourself. This is what Ram Sukdas ji is telling us. So actually as a human there are both these things. मनुष्य शरीर के दो बातें हैं, पुराने कर्मों का फल भोग और नया पुरुषार्थ. ये नया पुरुषार्थ जानवर नहीं कर सकता, और देवता तो सिर्फ भोगने के लिए ही होते हैं. देयरफॉर मनुष्य कर्म करने में स्वतंत्र और फल प्राप्ति में परतंत्र. फल प्राप्ति इज बियॉन्ड आवर कंट्रोल. एंड राम सुखदास जी gives a very excellent insight here. Please listen very carefully. In English, I would summarize it as this. Everything that we do, all work that we undertake, can be done with the aid of others and also nature. That means everything in nature we need to use. That means we are indebted to nature, and we cannot do anything all alone. So we need the assistance of others. The fact that we exist is proof that we are indebted to innumerable people whom we don't even know. That means over so many years we have been eating so much food. You don't know who is the farmer who produced the rice that you ate, or wheat that you ate, or the vegetables that you ate. So you are indebted. So Ram Sukdas ji is saying, जितने भी कर्म होते हैं वे सभी प्राकृत पदार्थों और व्यक्तियों के संगठन से ही होते हैं. So because everything is done with the help of others and nature, if we then use this body for a selfish purpose, then it is immoral, it is unethical, and this will lead to rebirth. You will have to bear the consequences. So in Ram Sukdas ji's own words, पदार्थों और व्यक्तियों के संगठन के बिना स्वयं कर्म कर ही नहीं सकते हम. Therefore, इनके संगठन के द्वारा किए हुए कर्म का फल अपने लिए चाहना ये ईमानदारी नहीं है, ये बेईमानी है। देयरफॉर अतः कर्म का फल चाहना मनुष्य के लिए हितकारक नहीं है। So there is a karma department and the fruit department. Karma vibhag, phala vibhag. Karma vibhag is under our control, phala vibhag is under Krishna's control. He will decide. And at the same time, Krishna warns you, do not become lazy, because inaction leads to laziness, and laziness means tamas will bind you. Selfish work means rajas will bind you. And sattvic binding is also there. When we experience a certain satisfaction of having done something good, that is sattvic, but again there is that I-ness or ego-ness and it binds. Therefore, Ram Sukadas ji interprets, he says that sadhak, that is the aspirant, कर्म कर्मफल और इनके त्याग का सुख, इनमें से किसी के भी साथ अपना संबंध ना जोड़े, इनमें राग या आसक्ति ना करें. राग मीन्स अटैचमेंट, आसक्ति इज इंटरेस्ट एंड प्रेफरेंस. कर्म करते हुए इनके साथ संबंध ना रखना ही कर्मयोग है. देयरफॉर अंडरस्टैंड दैट यू आर एन इंस्ट्रूमेंट in the hands of Krishna and work for Krishna consciousness, work to serve the whole society, whole humanity, but never take any pride in what you do. Jai Shri Ram.